Hi everyone. I know today is a very early stream, um, and it's probably gonna be the earliest stream that I will do probably for a while. Um, I oh man, I don't know why this is so hard to talk. um, I have good news, I have bad news, and I have sad news. Um, I personally kind of like to rip the band-aid. So I'm just going to say the bad news first. Hang on a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the bad news is Danny and I are having trouble financially, and we are trying to look for different apartments to move into. Thankfully, my older sister's husband's uncle has a house for rent, but it is way out of our budget. Um, so we talked to my mom yesterday, and she said that she's willing to move in with us so that we can all do share rent. And since she is a live-in nurse, she doesn't really come home that often or that much unless it's uh, to unless it's like her days off and stuff. Um, so yeah, so I'm waiting to get the call back from my sister's husband to see what his uncle said, and if the houses are taken up and we kind of like missed our shot, then we're going to try and live with my mom at her current apartment. And uh, trust me when I say that it is a headache in itself. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my mom, um, but she can be a bit intense, as all Hispanic mamas are. Shit. Yeah. um, so we're kind of hoping the current apartment that we live in is like 1,500 for a two bedroom, which is extremely cheap when you look at other places that are trying to sell it for like 2,000 and shit. It's just ridiculous. Um, so yeah, uh, we have a contingency plan essentially just in case that one like falls through. Um, so that is at the very least the bad news, kind of good news, I guess. um, Now on to the sad news. My mom's half brother passed away this morning, and while I'm not as deeply affected as my mom is, it's still really sad. I gave um I'm giving an announcement right now. I Yeah, thank you. Um, I I didn't really know my half uncle that well, and the few times that I did go visit him, he was really sweet. He was nice. He was one of the few people on my mom's side of family that I didn't absolutely fucking hate and wish like they burn in hell and shit. Like he was one of like the actual nicest people on my mom's side of the family that I can get along with if we didn't have that language barrier, since I am an Osave kid where I can't speak Spanish even though I can understand it. um he had like like stage 4 cancer. So it was a long time coming. He also had Alzheimer's, so he couldn't really remember much and everything. So it's like, even though I know he probably wouldn't have remembered me or known me, the few times that I did go to hang out with him when my mom took me to New Jersey to see him, um, were kind of the best interactions I've ever had with her side of the family. Um, so I am going to miss him, even though I know I won't be as sad as my mom. But I am also going to try and comfort my mom because she's more deeply affected than I am, since this is a half brother she's known for like 40 plus years. My mom's in her 60s, and her half brother is, I believe, was like, I don't know, like she told me, but my phone is dead. It's charging right now, so I can't go look at the text messages. Uh, thank you, Athena. um, so she's known him literally all her life. Like, she knows about her half siblings and everything, and she tried really hard to make a connection with them. And one of the few was, in fact, my uncle that I had just talked about. So, um, yeah. So, um, uh, so I'm going to try and be like a support shoulder for my mom in these next few weeks. And she doesn't show her emotion. She keeps it all in, and it doesn't come like it doesn't erupt into a volcano and she lashes out and shit. She just it's because of the Hispanic in us, where we just have the need to like hold in our emotions and shit. No matter how bad it is, like we're not allowed to grieve and cry and stuff. And after being in therapy myself, I've kind of gotten back in touch with my emotions. So yeah, exactly, facts. So while I'm not crying, I am deeply sad. Um, but I also have like the tendency to like be desensitized to certain things. Like for example, the news of his passing, I was like, oh shit, okay. But then I realized that if I had actually gone to see him and like I saw his body and everything, I know for a fact that I probably would have cried, and I would have been more upset than before. Um, because that's kind of how it was with my grandfather. Little story time. So a few years ago, when me and Danny were trying to move back to the city, um, after something really horrible happened to our cat Jasper, she was attacked, and she was attacked by another cat that was living with us. It wasn't our cat; it was a roommate's cat. Um, he he went after Jasper because she was old, and cat instinct said that you're not breedable. uh, and long story short, after Jasper got better and like we made sure that they stayed away from the other cat, um, we were trying to look for a place to live. So what ended up happening um, was that morning, me and Danny took the bus to the city to see my mom and my grandfather, since she was living with him because she was his living nurse at the time. She didn't tell me, she didn't call me, she didn't text me. It was like kind of like a in the moment sort of thing when I came up in front of her. She told me that my grandfather passed literally about an hour or two before me and Danny came to the city and was in front of this apartment that was across the street from where he lived. Um, so in that moment, I was just like, oh, okay. I wasn't sad. I wasn't distressed. I was really neutral because in my mind, I was just like, death happens, whatever. And my grandfather was really old. He was like in his 80s or 90s. Like he was in his like late 90s. He was almost about to turn 100. Um, so I was just like, oh, so I guess it was his time. And then she told me that his body was still upstairs and that they were waiting for the ambulance and police to show up, um, and asked if I wanted to see him one last time. And I was like, yeah, sure. So as we were approaching his apartment, I felt my chest really stuffy, and I was just like, oh my, I don't know why my chest feels like it's about to close up. Um, so then when I finally saw him, I broke down into tears. I like literally collapsed onto the ground because of how hard I was crying. And all my mom kept saying was, thank you for the raid, Gray. I'm so sorry. We're having a sad story time right now. Thank you for the follow. We're having a sad story time right now. Uh, and then afterwards, I was going to say some more bad news. I'm so sorry, Raiders, but welcome in, welcome in. I'm so sorry. We're literally about to talk about how my grandfather passed. Not recently. This was years ago. Ah, man, I'm so sorry. If you just came back from a happy stream, I'm so sorry to be the downer. But yes, yes. Hi, welcome in. My name's Corey. I am a I am a cosmic being, and this is a safe haven for souls that have wandered into my domain. I was reading Dr. Seuss's Spot. Oh no! Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Oh shit. I'm gonna continue with the sad story and then the bad news again. I'm so sorry, Raiders. I totally get and understand if you don't want to be here for that. Ah, shit. So back to what I was saying. Oh shit, this is now awkward. Oh shit. Okay. Yes, the scuff is contagious. I will infect your PC and you will have immense fucking scuff. I'm sorry. I did not mean for it to be contagious, but it is contagious and I am deeply sorry. So back to what I was saying. When we were approaching his apartment, my chest was feeling really stuffy and I didn't know why. Um, and when we got closer, I saw that he had essentially died with his eyes up, like with his eyes closed. He died in his sleep. Um, so when I saw him, I burst into tears and I cried so hard that I literally collapsed on the ground. Like I literally had to hold the wall for support, and I was like gliding down while I was crying. And all that my mom said was, it's okay, it's okay, don't cry, don't cry. There's nothing to cry about. And I'm literally shouting at her, I'm grieving. I just lost my grandfather. I am allowed to be sad and cry. So she didn't say anything. And then the people, I forgot what they're called. The people that are there to take the body away had was there waiting for like other members of the family to come and say their last goodbyes and everything. Um, so I they saw me like break down into tears, and I can tell that they were trying really hard not to cry because I was the only one that cried over his death. Even though I know that he was like he died in his sleep and he's probably like that's how he wanted to go. It was still sad knowing that I had lost my grandfather, and I knew that at the funeral I wasn't going to cry. Like it sounds fucked up, I know. But I knew that when the funeral happened, I wasn't going to cry. Instead, I was going to be slightly angry and upset, and just kind of desensitized and emotionless. So that's kind of I'm not going to get into the whole funeral part because that in itself was drama. That's like another story time. um, but yeah, so knowing that my mom has a tendency to hold in her emotions and stuff because Hispanics, um, I know that she's gonna be grieving in her own way, so I'm gonna try and be the emotional support for her, kind of thing. Like I'm gonna try and give her words of affirmation that my therapist had actually told me, saying that it's okay to cry, even if like you don't show it. Like if you cry internally, it's okay and stuff. Um, and yeah, because oh, right. Sorry, Raiders. So, for whoever's still here, my uncle had passed this morning, so that's why we were talking about my grandfather who passed years ago. Because us Latinas and Latinos and Hispanics like to hold in our emotions. We don't like to cry. We don't like to show anything or grieve and stuff. So that's why it's coming around full circle. Okay. Thank you, Athena, for the hydrate. I will definitely hydrate in a moment. And back to the bad news that I had met. Thank you for the follow, Hex. Or should I call you Yokai? Oh, I forgot y'all are in fucking. I forgot y'all are in the ads. Shit. Ah, shit. Hang on. I'm gonna wait until the ads are done. Oh shit. Ba, ba, dee, da, ba, ba, bee, ba, ba, ba. Yokai is fine. I caught the tail end. Oh, nice. I'm kind of just waiting for the ads to stop because I don't like talking while ads are playing so that no one knows the context of what I'm saying. So I usually just wait in silence. Prolonged eye contact. Do 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 do. Thank you, Athena. Okay, okay. I didn't. I don't. Okay, so I don't like talking while ads are playing. So I was waiting for everyone to come back in for the ads to be over and stuff. And yes, thank you for the stretch, Athena. um, Ironically, I actually did snack also. Like I had to take my medication because I'm. Oh no. Okay, so I'm saving that for the good part. Okay. But yeah, I don't like talking while ads are playing because then no one will know what I'm saying when they get out of it. So I was just waiting. um, but yeah, so Yokoi is fine. Okay, bet, got it. um, so knowing that my mom is going to like, yeah, so I'm essentially going to try and help my mom be a emotional support. The ghost one in your cheeks. Oh no! Was it the Oni trying to get back with you? Shit. Okay, okay. And on to the more bad news. I'm so sorry. But I promise there's good news. Damn. Cheating on an Oni with a Fae. More onto the bad news. Because of my financial situation and the living situation and not knowing where exactly if we're going to be moving or if we're going to be staying, I will actually be putting off stream for a while. I will probably at the very least stream once a week, if not once every few weeks. I feel really bad about not streaming because I enjoy streaming. I enjoy playing games and I enjoy people that come into my stream, even if they're just lurking and not saying anything. I always enjoy trying to entertain the masses. um, so I feel really bad about not streaming for like the next probably month because my lease is supposed to renew in June, but we don't know if we're going to be moving or if we're going to be staying, and financial hardships is the thing. um, so I to kind of focus on that and to like focus on packing whatever we can for the situation. That's one of the reasons why I'm not gonna be streaming for a while. Um, I I will probably stream, or at least I want to stream. I want to stream at least like once a week if I can, sort of thing. Um, but I know that that's not possible, and I've been really overwhelmed mentally also. So I feel bad taking a mental health break. Because like I said, I really enjoy streaming and I really enjoy playing games and just like having people watch, even if they're not saying anything. Oh man, I'm tearing up a little. I'm sorry. uh, so yeah. um, I am really sorry to my followers and viewers and everyone. Um, that I not am not going to be streaming for a while. I feel really bad about it, even though I know it's time that I need. um, and yeah, now on to the good news. So yeah, I told you there was going to be good news. um, I will. This will actually be a semi-short stream because I am going to a concert today. With Danny, his sister, and her boyfriend, and also a friend of ours. We're going to go see Tech Nine, Hollywood Undead, Set It Off, and another band. They're called Zero something. I don't really know much about them, but they're really good. I enjoyed a few of their songs that I listened to so far. So yeah. uh, so that's another reason why I'm having this short, like some gaming after, so that way it's like in a way the last gaming stream that I'm gonna be doing for a while. I'm gonna do a highlight so that you can just see the So you can just see like all the good parts from like the good news to me playing the game because it's really fucking depressing. I know, watching it from the beginning. I'm sorry. The fuck was that? Someone just started banging on either the wall or the floor. I have no idea. I think they were just hammering something in. Okay. Anyways, um, that is not me. Can you hear that? I don't know if they have it out for me or not. But yeah, so I'm gonna attempt at the very least after stream is over and probably tomorrow, um, to make the highlight of just me playing games and stuff. Just fart and they go away. Damn, the walls are too thin. Maybe. Uh, get what's with you in person. Okay. So this has been Athena all day. Got it. Bet. All right. But yeah, I am definitely going to, at the very least, try and make a highlight of me playing the games, and I'm probably gonna change the title to "Really Depressing in the Beginning." I'm so sorry. That I probably won't be able. You have tummy issues, damn, Athena. So you're making it everybody's problem. uh, but yes, I'm gonna change the title later and be like really depressing. I'm so sorry. But there's good at the end, I swear. It probably won't come out until tomorrow at the very least because I know for the concert starts at 5:30, or no, the doors open at 5:30 and the concert starts at 6:30. So me and Jan are going to be in line for a good fucking grip. So my feet are going to be hella fucking dead. And I'm going to be really exhausted. So that's another reason why I'm like tomorrow definitely I will be doing the highlight at the very least. uh okay. Hi Jasper, baby.